So I'm going to have a chat about Port Macquarie Iron Man. Let's call it a pre-prep talk because we're not there yet, right? And how to go about this thing to get the best from it. And I've had a lot of people asking about Port Macquarie already. So it's on a lot of people's minds. We've had a big break from great racing. So the first thing, from a pure coaching experience level, please don't circumnavigate the globe in training. It just makes you tired, apathetic, listless, and slow. And no, you don't need to do 3-hour runs if you're going to run 3 hours or longer. That logic is seriously flawed. I've heard it for years and years. It's just a great way to teach you how to operate with really bad form. And I'd like $1 for every athlete I've seen powering at 5 to 6 weeks out who were spent force on race day. So take it from me. Your form at 5 weeks is a lousy indicator of your form at Ironman on race day. So you're training for optimal speed and health on race day. So don't start 16 weeks out. It's too early. It's all about the appropriate work at the appropriate time. If you get the timing wrong and you're cooked on race day, you're done before you even start. And I've seen it for so many years. It's just not necessary. So don't make yourself a victim. You are not a Qantas Airbus. You are a finely tuned human being who functions at optimum levels. So it's all about being optimal. That's what it's all about. So what is optimal for Ironman? A lot of the thinking we do around this is projected fear and doubt. But let me put it this way. Make it, don't bake it. You know, especially Port Macquarie Ironman, it's a strength race. There's a lot of granular road. There's a lot of climbs on the bike. There's wind, there's heat. So ask yourself one simple question. What does this course require? If you're going to lift something heavy, for instance, off the ground, what are you going to need? You're going to need strength, right? You can't lift it if you're not strong. And in this case, you need sports-specific strength for that course. Not all Ironman is made the same. So this idea of doing more miles than an Airbus won't fly at 16 weeks out because you'll just weaken your chances for strength. So now that's out of the way. You say, okay, Gilesy, well, what then? What then? Do we not do the volume? Do we go in on short volume? But that's not what I'm saying. What you need to do for this course is to work on strength and power and have a good level of fitness traveling into the final 9 weeks. Yes, that's right, 9 weeks, not 16. Make sure you're resilient in terms of strength and aerobic speed before you hit that period, before. So for clarity, it's not about how much at this stage, but what. So the volume is irrelevant. It's about the work that you're doing. So then at 9 weeks out, you hit the strength endurance hard from there on out. The volume, the hills, the sub-threshold efforts over similar race terrain to what you're going to face, hilly trails, that type of thing to increase your resistance in the run, strengthen yourself up, tendons, all the small muscles, all the core strength that you're going to need. You then split that at 5 weeks to go with race pace focus and aerobic speed, as functional as you can get and as specific as you can get. Make the thing realistic, the pacing, not fantasy land. Use the inertia of the aerobic speed to strengthen the form you've created. Pull your run volume out earlier than you think you should, earlier. It will bring your bike legs online even more and make for a fresher run. It will absolutely strengthen the hell out of the back end of the run for you. So hit the line healthy, hit the line strong, and then anything is possible. But if you hit that line fatigued, if you hit that line full of volume, if you hit that line where your form is on the downslope, you're going to have a hell of a hard time. So once again, finally and succinctly, it's about the appropriate training at the appropriate time. And please don't forget this thing. because it makes all the difference. Ripping.